Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's the business, y'all? This be your boy Scott About Nature TV, and we're here for another episode of Yes for the Mess. And we're here to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac's Wendy and Gizelle Bryant, okay? Now, it has been reported on several of these housewives T-page, whereas Peach Report Daily, Tia Potomac, I follow both. Shout out to them, okay? Shout out to the both of them. I always give credit where it's due. Apparently, there's some drama going on in Potomac, in the streets of Potomac. Word on the street is, as GIZELLE Bryant would say, that there's some strife going on in the Potomac streets, and it has to be between Gizelle and Robin. Now, not Gizelle and Robin, Gizelle and Wendy. Gizelle on 4for4. As you guys already know, I have not seen it for 4for4 for the majority of her first season, which was last season on Potomac. I have not seen it for her at all. But apparently, she has a little bit of drama between her and her soror, Gizelle Bryant. Now, it was put out there that Gizelle unfollowed Wendy on Instagram. And not only did she unfollow Gizelle on Instagram, she posted a picture that said, "And that's how you clear a bitch. The professor has arrived." So I'm guessing the professor is running some circles around Gizelle at this point. So it leads me to question what's really going on with this cast. Monique is no longer on the show. So Monique is no longer a target. So who is said target this season? Has these alliance shift at all this season? That's the part that I'm trying to figure out. Because we already know last season was the season of that whole fight that was heard around the world between Candace and Monique, a fight that I would love not to ever speak on again. Okay? But now that she's gone, it's a clean slate here. Last year, it was Gizelle, Robin, Candace, and Wendy versus Karen, Ashley, and Monique. It was those. It was them. That's it was the teams. That team versus that team. So, when it come down to it, when Monique and Candace got into their physical altercation that split the cast in half, it was clearly divided. There was a lot of drama going on, okay? Candace versus Monique. Candace versus Ashley. Wendy wasn't fucking with Monique. Robin wasn't fucking with Monique only because Gizelle wasn't fucking with her already. So it just came across as though the cast banded behind Candace because they don't fuck with Monique. So they took whatever opportunity they had to. They like, okay, this is what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Monique done some stupid shit by putting her hands on Candace. Now she done put her hands on Candace. Candace needs some allies behind her because Candace don't want to film with Monique. So because I already don't like Monique, I'm finna jump on her side and we finna band together not to film with this bitch. So now you got Gizelle and Robin on board with Candace. Wendy fucks with Candace tight, so she probably was gonna roll with Candace anyway. So with that being said, they pretty much put Monique on the island by herself. She had Karen and Ashley, but that wasn't enough to keep her going on this show. She eventually had to leave. Either she quit the show or she got fired. My instinct is telling me that she got fired. Although she said she quit, I feel like she got fired. Half the cast ain't filming with her. Candace already said that if she did come back, she was never going to film with her again. And at this point in reality TV history, we've seen it before. When the cast bands together and not film with one person, that one person winds up leaving. The network is going to want to keep that person for the drama's sake. But if you got cast members that's not really willing to film with that person or work with them, it's going to be hard to keep them on the show. How is she really going to maneuver on this show by just being, by just filming with Karen and Ashley? That wasn't going to happen. That wasn't going to be good TV. It's going to be all the drama. She got all the issues with Candace, Gizelle, Robin, and Wendy. Those were the issues, and none of them was going to give her the time of day, so she had to go. It was written on the wall from the very beginning. From the moment she took her hand and grabbed her by the hair, it was already set in stone that this was her last season. I already seen it. I already pictured it already, okay? Now, what I'm trying to figure out is, I never felt as though Gizelle was actually Candace's friend. I never felt like she was. Now, Robin and Candace do have some form of a relationship, but I never felt that Gizelle was ever Candace's friend, and I only felt as though Gizelle only rolled with Candace because it was against Monique, because we know that she got this big ass vendetta against Monique and she don't fuck with Monique, and that's perfectly fine, but let's call a spade a spade. You know, you don't like Candace like that, but you was working with her just to, you know, go against Monique. That's just really how I see it, you know. But she don't like the bitch, so that it is what it is. If that's what she wanted to do, that's what she wanted to do. I ain't trying to knock her for it. I'm just calling it as I see it. So with Monique gone, did Candace and Gizelle's friendship continue? That's the part I'm trying to understand. Now, that part would be very interesting for me to see, is if they continued their relationship, if they were still bonded with each other now that Monique is gone. Now, from what I heard, there are reports about this new girl by the name of Mia, who is cool with Wendy and cool with Karen, but this girl Mia has been going back and forth with Gizelle. From what I'm hearing, Gizelle and Mia don't get along worth a damn. That's what the word is around the block about that. So we're going to see about that. But is Wendy and Karen getting along? Because we know there was a little bit of shade between the two of them last season. So are they getting along? Are they having a good relationship? Inquiry minds would like to know, because I want to fucking know, okay? That's what it is. I want to know what's really going on with that. Has Candace and Karen, have they been able to mend their relationship? We already know that Gizelle and Robin are going to always be the two-head monsters anyway. We already know that whatever Gizelle do, Robin going to do. Whatever Gizelle cook, Robin going to eat it. It don't even matter. So we already know where the hell they stand with one another. We already know. But I'm just trying to see, with Mia and Gizelle being into it, is she also into it with Robin? Because again, whoever Gizelle is into it with, Robin is into it with. So I'm trying to see about that. Now, I heard that there is a new girl by the name of Mia. She's rich and loaded, got a loaded husband from what I hear, and she's good friends with Karen. So she's a flute holder. And there's another girl who's a friend of the show. I forget what her name is, but that's what I heard. So it looks to me like Potomac's next season has the potential to be a great season. I'm just really trying to figure out what's going on. I'm really trying to see where the tea is, because one thing about Potomac, their tea does not leak like that. The only time their tea leaked was when Candace and Monique got into that fight. That's the only time their tea ever leaked. But other than that, their tea never leaks. So I'm trying to see what could I find out about this season. And Ashley, we forget all about her. What is exactly her role this season? Inquiring minds would like to know. Okay. So what are y'all thoughts about this? What do you guys have to say about Wendy and Gizelle? Well, what do you have to say about Gizelle unfollowing Wendy? And what do you got to say about Wendy's statement following that? Do you think that there's some drama brewing between Gizelle and Wendy? And if there is some drama brewing between Gizelle and Wendy, why do you think there's some drama brewing between Gizelle and Wendy? And are you looking forward to seeing Gizelle versus Wendy? Because to be honest, I am actually looking forward to seeing it. I don't care for neither one of them. Let's make it clear. I don't care for Wendy. But at the same point in time, I want to see this. I want to see it. I definitely want to see it. I want to see how this shit gonna go out. I want to see how it plays out. I want to see how it works out. I want to see what the hell made Gizelle go after Wendy, and what the fuck made Wendy go after Gizelle. That's all I want to know. Because, yeah. But with Monique being gone, I think it's really fair to give everyone a clean slate except Gizelle. I think it's fair to give everybody a chance except Gizelle, and just see how the dynamic is going to be now. The dynamic was broken at the reunion, but I want to know how this dynamic is going to be season 6. Looking forward to it. So let's talk about it below. Follow me on all my social media. My Twitter and my Instagram is at the bottom of the video. I don't really put out my Facebook like that, even though some of y'all be finding me on Facebook for whatever reason. So I don't really put my Facebook out there, because I think that's way more near and dear and personal to me, and I just want to leave room for family members and friends. But there are some people that follow me on here that follows me on Facebook. I don't know how they got to get in the club, but they did. And plus, I got like over 300 friend requests already that I haven't even seen. And just today, I was just going through them, adding people as I go. So I already got too many people trying to follow me anyway. So I just rather you follow me on Instagram Instagram and Twitter anyway, okay? Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Do whatever you see fit. And I'm out of here, y'all. Until my next video, I'll holler at you later. Peace out.